fellow guitar players, recently we were attacked by a man, Cory Wong. So Cory Wong came on the internet recently and he said,
Call out to the folks that consider themselves advanced guitarists. If you can't do this exercise, I would not consider you an advanced guitarist. Why? Because you should know where all the notes are on the guitar. Can you play me a C on every string? If you can't do this, I'm not calling you an advanced guitarist. That's it. That's all there is to it. Get to work. Peace.
I'll just do that. Basically, if you don't know all the notes, you're not an advanced guitar player. If you can't go, whoops. If you can't go, so I tried this like 8 times, and I can do it when I'm not recording. Can't go. You're not an advanced guitar player like me. I'm advanced now. I'm officially advanced, according to Cory Wong. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to get advanced too. So you want to become a guitar master. You don't want to just be on the council and not be a master. We want to be a master. So we have to learn all the notes on the fretboard. And you're in luck. It's actually way easier than you think it would be. And there's 3 ways to do it. One's easy, one's medium, one's a little bit harder. They all build on each other and help you just kind of be able to visualize the fretboard even better. So, number 1. So number 1 is to just memorize the notes on the dots. Honestly, it's pretty easy. So most guitars have dots on the 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, and then double dots on the 12th. And then the pattern repeats. Mine has a dot on the 1st fret for some reason. Just ignore that. Most guitars don't have that. All you gotta do is memorize the notes on the dots. And then you're always 1 note away from a note you don't know. So on the low E string, it'd be E, G, A, B, C sharp, then E again. On A, it'd be A, C, D, E, F sharp, A, D. You want me to do all of them? Okay, I'll do all of them. D, you got D, F, G, A, B, D, G, B flat, C, D, E, G again. Then you got B, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, then B, and then you got E again. E, G, A, B, C sharp, E. Say we memorize all the notes on all the fret markers. And say I want to find D sharp. Well, I know D is here. And D sharp is 1 note higher than D, right? So I know D sharp is 1 note higher than D. Say I need to know where, D flat is. I know where D is. What's 1 note lower than D is D flat. And that's right here. Works everywhere you want. An F. I know that low E is F. I mean, the open E is E. 1 fret above that is F. It does require you to know the musical alphabet. But if you don't know that, you're a silly goose. So number 2 is building off of the previous example where we learned the notes on the fret markers on the 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, and 12th frets, and open, of course. Now we take it a step further. We apply the power chord shape to it. So if you're not familiar with it, the power chord shape is pointer finger on the root, ring finger on the 5th on the string right above, and a lot of people will put their pinky down here as well, depending on the song. This is the root note, this is the 5th, and then the root note an octave up. So the cool thing is, now that I know all the notes on these dots, if I play any note, I know where the octave is instantly. If I go a G here, it's a G there. And now I know this is a G here. So we got a G here, we got a G here. That's 2 Gs. And there's 3 Gs in this room, if you know what I'm talking about. And we got a G here. I know that this string on the A string, this note here, is a D. This works anywhere you want. So say, we use the dot method. Let's find a B flat. Well, I know B is here because I memorized it because I'm a guitar master. So 1 note lower than B is B flat, and 1 fret lower than B is right here. Now I do a power chord shape. I know that this is B flat an octave up, and then I know the 5th B flat is an F because I know my chords. So I go B flat, F, and I know this is an F. The cool thing is now you can stack it. So I know this is an F. So if I do a power chord off this one, I know this is an F. And then we got the C. I know this is a C here because C is the 5 of F. And then it continues. Yeah, so that's number 2. Number 3. It's really similar to number 2. Taking any chord you know and using that to find other notes. So let's check out the C chord real quick. We got... In this chord, we have C, E, G, and then C, and then E again. And those intervals are 1, 3, 5, 1, then 3. So now, what I can do is I know one of these notes. I know this is a C. I know this is going to be an E here. It's going to be the 3rd of that note. But what do we do with that? Well, we can use the shape anywhere we want. You can use any chord shape. We're just going to use C for now, for example, because it does the most strings. So say we move a C up here. That's kind of a cool F major 7, add 2 thing, or add 9, depending what you want to call it. It doesn't matter. Chord names aren't real. So if we were really going to move the C shape, we would do it like this. This finger acting as a nut above there. So now I know this is an F. The third of F is A, because I know my chords because I'm guitar master according to Cory Wong. So if I want to find an A, I know that an A is right here. Right? If I want to find a C, I know a C is right here. If I want to find another F, I know F's right here. If I want to find another A, I know A is right here. Now it works with any chord. You can use a bar chord. This is an E, this is a B, this is an E, this is a G sharp. Now if I do this, I know this is an E, this is a B, this is a G sharp. It's all the same, guys. It's just the same shapes. It's just the same shapes moving around. Just the same shapes moving around. So yeah, hopefully that made sense. Bye.